I'm Zayan, and today is Sunday, November 15th, and it's been more than a week since they announced that President elect Biden would be president. Yeah, and I have been taking a break, been analyzing what's been going on, what went wrong with the polls. Well, not really wrong, but what was the margin of error for these polls, and other things that will be coming out in the later a week. And yeah, so I got more coming up. So obviously I want to start off this video with talking about how wrong was 538, which districts and which states did they accurately predict and inaccurately predict. And I'm going to be talking about the swing states because I'm not, what's the point of talking about the safe states? I mean, like, no safe state was flipped or wrong or anything. So I didn't see California become red already in these uh, states here in the red. Kansas like be blue or anything. So obviously there's no point in talking about that. We knew that they were going to be red or blue. So I want to first talk about Texas. Like for the Democrats, this was something that we were all hopeful to turn blue or flip. But obviously we knew that it was most likely not going to happen, but we still wanted it. And 538 predicted it to go for Trump with a 62% chance of him winning it and 38% chance of Biden winning. And obviously that was still a huge thing. Because like in 2016 this was really really red and really safe. So the fact that it became this close is still kind of a victory in its own ways. Now I do want to talk about. So yeah, this was accurately predicted. Uh, sorry, this was accurately predicted, and we'll get more into this. So now we'll go alphabetically from here, starting from the top. Arizona. Whew, some news networks called it early, some called it a little bit late. Overall, everybody predicted it accurately. 538, they gave a 68% chance for Joe Biden, and so it did turn blue. It did turn blue. There is no fraud, as some people may say. So obviously, this is not going to affect the recounts, I believe, or the lawsuits are not going to affect the outcome of this election. Not even a state. Maybe a few votes, but not really a lot. So Arizona was accurately predicted. It did get close near the end, but they still accurately predicted it. Now comes Florida. This was something that all Democrats, or most Democrats, believe this would be going for Biden. And they were shocked when it was announced that it would be called for Trump. And honestly, I mean, I thought personally that it would be for Biden, and I was also shocked. But this was inaccurately predicted by FiveThirtyEight with a 69% chance for Joe Biden winning this. Now I'll get this red. Uh, the light red and light blue would be what 538 inaccurately predicted and what state eventually did go out for. So if it's light red, that means Florida 538 predicted that it would go for Joe Biden, but it actually went for Trump. And light blue, well, we won't be seeing light blue, but yeah, I think we need to talk about that. Georgia, this was accurately predicted for Joe Biden with a 58% chance for Joe Biden winning this. And if you're skeptical of this and you think I'm making this up, you can check 538. They have not changed anything at all. They're not updating it. They did not update it on November 2nd. So you can check it out yourself. I'll keep a link in the description. Okay, so we go to Iowa. Iowa, this was favored for Donald Trump. And they accurately predicted it. It did eventually go for Donald Trump. Early in the election, it looked like Joe Biden might end up winning this, but then with the other counties coming in, submitting their ballots, Donald Trump took it and won. Okay, so then go to Maine statewide. Maine, not Maine state, or the Maine second district. Second district, they decided it would go for Joe Biden. It did not, and it went for Trump. So it's the first district that they inaccurately predicted. Okay, let's go next to Michigan. This was pretty close. It took, I think, 2 days or 1 day for it to count those mail-in ballots, with a 95% chance of Joe Biden winning this. And he did win, but we'll get into that later. How wrong was Joe Biden? Was FiveThirtyEight? Like, were they wrong? Were they right? We'll get into that later. So Michigan was accurately predicted. And go to Minnesota also with a 96% chance of Joe Biden winning this. And they accurately predicted that. Nevada now has an 88% chance of going for Joe Biden. This state took a really, really long time. But let's keep in mind that there were a lot of mail-in ballots that they had to count. So obviously, if you compare to Michigan, they did not have a lot of mail-in ballots compared to Nevada, so that's why it took so long. But yeah, I don't know why Alaska took too long, but also they had a lot of mail-in ballots too. I think like a majority of their population voted in mail because it's pretty cold. I bet I don't want to stand outside voting for the polls. Just my guess. And now let's go to New Hampshire. And they had New Hampshire had an 89% chance. We already characterized it, sorry. But yeah, it had an 89% chance for going for Joe Biden. North Carolina, 64%. This will be our second state that FiveThirtyEight got wrong, with a 64% chance for Biden winning. He did lose it, and that is the second state. Ohio, they had predicted that would go for Trump, and they were right. And they were right. Now we got like 2 states, and we'll go to Wisconsin first. Wisconsin, they had a 94% chance of winning this, and he did win. And now we'll go to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, I say, is the key state for Joe Biden. This was the state that pushed Joe Biden to winning this election, got him, I think, at that time, what was it like? I think it was like 278 on some and 290 on some. I forgot which ones, but yeah, still it carried him on to winning. It was the turning point state for Joe Biden for the election, and I mean, yeah. I have to get Nebraska. Get that real quick. Second district. Yeah, they actually predicted that one. And so, overall, FiveThirtyEight got this accurate, in my opinion. They got 2 states wrong. But if you look at those states, they were like 68%. It's not like it was. He had a 68% chance of winning that. It's not like they gave him 98% chance of winning the election. Winning the states was 68%, which is not that great for you going on to the election. So, yeah, they got 2 states, 3 states wrong, but I feel like they still got right. But also other people are arguing that that they got it wrong because like if you look in Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, it was a pretty close election, and I can agree this was a pretty close election in most states. But I mean, 538. I mean, I mean, like, I mean, it really depends on how you look at the situation right now. They did get majority of these states and districts correct, and in all of these states that they inaccurately predicted, it was not like they gave a 98% chance. And so I feel like, in my personal opinion, that they did get it right. I mean, like, again, it's not like they have 100% accuracy. They did have like a margin of error that was correct. I mean, I don't know what to say right here. I'm just saying that, in my opinion, they were right. Again, you are on to your own opinion. It's okay. But otherwise, I feel like I have no other comments on this. Like, I'm just stretching this out. If you have any discussion or comments you want to make, feel free to comment and see what's your opinion or view on how accurate 538 got right. And yeah, like if you want, subscribe if you want, and see you in the next vid.